Hey guys, this is Ashra Summons. Thanks for watching the video. If you wouldn't mind giving me a like or a subscribe, that would be fantastic. It will really help me out. Right, so first of all, I just wanted to get this video out there. Update for the third developer's notes that has just been announced. There's a lot of stuff in here which is really fantastic for the community moving forward and things we can expect to see coming into the game. So let's get into it. So first of all, they've given a little apology for being a little bit slow on their updates to us, which is fair enough. You know, at least they've acknowledged that and have apologised. Fantastic. So they said they'll be giving us details on the new content and game money supply, big issue for all of us, which have been mentioned in the second developer's notes. The details below will be applied to the game starting this week and completed by mid-February. Right, so it's not immediate, but the changes are coming imminently, like mid-February, so we're talking about the next month. We should see all this content that they've listed here implemented into the game, which, to be honest, is pretty fantastic. We can obviously expect some delays. These things often take longer than expected, but at least we know they're coming. So the first thing on the list is skill power stone supply balance modification. Now, the amount of skill power stones given in the game will be modified. Now, I take that as an increase because it's a bottleneck for most players, and their most recent event is giving out 15 legendary skill stones, which kind of indicates to me they noticed that there's a bit of a shortfall and they want players to be able to use their units to their maximum ability a little bit sooner than we currently can. So that's fantastic. They're going to increase supply through content. So new content will be added for you to get skill power-up stones in addition to the Mirage Tower. It will be related to the episode dungeon, which will come up later, and enable you to get an increased amount of skill power-up stones in the game. Now, for people that played V1, will remember the episode dungeons that we had before. They were basically, you used a certain Skylander and it kind of told a story about it, and you got amazing rewards. It was quite a fantastic bit of content that they had in the game. You had a new one every couple of weeks, and it kind of kept things fresh, and they often introduced the new Skylander in the game at the same time. So that looks pretty good, right? And obviously you get reward. They're already saying you're going to get a lot of skill power-up stones in that, which is fantastic. So limited time events. Before the content is added, we'll be holding an event to give you the amount that's equivalent to the amount that you can acquire from the new content. So 15 legendary skill stones from the event could mean that we should see 15 legendary skill stones per episode dungeon that comes available, which is fantastic because that's 3 skill ups. I don't know if people have looked into this, but the average pack that contains 5 legendary skill stones is $100 or £100 for me, is quite excessive. So the value of that you're looking at being around the £300 mark for free-to-play players. That's fantastic. Additional events are being prepared in addition to the wheel event, which has been notified before. So the wheel event's a new event that they're doing. The event itself is rather basic, but the rewards are fantastic. So new content update. The new content will be added to the game to supply new game money and for new challenges. Right, so game money important, new challenges important. Good stuff. Episode dungeon and episode pass. So we start with the episode dungeon. Episode dungeon. Various characters will become the stars of the episode dungeons, and you'll battle repeatedly with the star character in 2 different modes. So very similar to how it was in the first one, I assume. Story mode. A mode where you proceed with a story, battling with the star character. Sparring mode. You'll battle to compete against the star character, and the portal master will select the mode difficulty to battle. Okay, so we're going to have 2 different modes. I don't expect it to be anything too drastic, but I don't know kind of what level we'll get this Skylander at. It will probably be just a predetermined unit that you get to use. So it'll be more skill-based than your own, how well-ethered you have a unit and how skilled up and so on. Now they're going on to the episode pass. A new episode pass will be added for you to get rewards according to the progress of the story mode and sparring mode of the episode dungeon. So I'm going to assume that's going to be like a battle pass for the episode dungeons. So you'll get a standard set of rewards for doing the standard tasks of the episode dungeon, and then you'll be able to pay some money. Usually they price these things at $10 or $20 or pounds, and you'll unlock a second set of rewards for the content that you've done. It's a bit of a controversial one. I personally like that, but I'm not particularly free to play. For free to play players, they often don't like that kind of stuff, but usually the value is pretty good. The next thing is a gold dungeon. You'll be able to get gold by battling against the Gold Queen, protecting the secret golden cave. It's under development with the goal to provide the gold supply required to upgrade Skylanders. Now that is amazing. Now we know from V1 we had the same thing. We had the Golden Queen that you fought. It gave gold every day. Fantastic. I don't know. It depends on how much it gives you and how many entries you get per day. But ultimately it's a step in the right direction. More gold is needed. We're getting more gold. Fantastic. Sky Pass. Various missions will be held separate from the episode dungeon. You'll be able to get core items required to upgrade Skylanders from the mission completion reward. I don't know what that is, right? But it's, again, it might be another kind of battle pass or a VIP pass kind of thing. They haven't really given much indication as to what that is, but ultimately more rewards. Whether we have to pay for them is the part I question. Either way, still good. Now, usually that would be kind of all you'd expect from a Dev Notes. That was pretty much sufficient if you ask me, but they have given us a bit more. So new Portal Master and Skylander update. So we're going to get a Water Portal Master. So a Portal Master that uses recovery skills for stable battle will be updated. Nice. I like nothing wrong with a new Portal Master. One that does healing could add an interesting different thing. I'm personally not too excited about it. I don't think it's one I'm going to use too much, but you never know. Sometimes I get surprised by these things. A Fire Attack Skylander update. A Skylander that uses a wide range attack with explosive effects. Well, it sounds like Spitfire, but we've already got Spitfire, so we know it's going to be somebody else. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm not going to go too deep into who that could be, because got to be honest, I'm not the best one for Skylander lore overall. Contents, items and improvements. So this is obviously all stuff that's just going to be better, improved stuff. So Arena and Sky Tower improvement. The reward will be adjusted so you get higher glory points in higher grades, and the number of rewards will be accurately divided per tier to provide a goal to aim for higher grades. So the way I understand that is, obviously when you're at the bottom of the Sky Tower, you're not going to get as many glory points as when you're at the top. Okay, it's kind of like that now, but only in the sense that you battle more teams and each team win gets you more glory points. So that will probably be tweaked, and for the higher tier players will most likely be an increase. For the lower tier players will probably be a decrease. But obviously we all need incentive to push higher, because there was no reason to really push other than that initial reward that you get when you breach a tier in Sky Tower. They're saying the rewards will be accurately divided per tier to provide a goal to aim for higher grades. So I'm thinking that's going to mean, like, we already get rewards for moving up the tiers, and I don't think those are going to be increased. I think they're just going to be adjusted. So they're going to be divided a bit differently between the tiers. Again, it's a bit vague in how they say that, but either way, it's all good. Now, this one I found quite interesting. Lucky Box item update. New Lucky Box will be added for you to get gold and various upgrade game money. Lucky Boxes will be available from the new episode dungeon, and can also be used premium rare Imaginites at the light shop to exchange with Lucky Boxes. Right, so first point is premium and rare Imaginites cost a bomb to combine and upgrade. So the fact that we've got something to spend those on, aside from upgrading them to a higher tier, is fantastic if you ask me. There wasn't very much in the light shop for the lower tier. If there was anything, I can't remember. I don't think there was anything in the light shop that you could buy that stuff with. So at least we've got something else that we can use that on if you don't want to burn millions of gold converting. So that's great. And the Lucky Boxes will give us gold and various upgrade stuff. So I'm going to assume it might be Awakening Stones. It could be, you know, anyone's guess. But you'll get some for free from the episode dungeons, and you'll be able to use your Imaginite, which we probably all have quite an abundance of. Fantastic. So others, we're checking the bugs that have been reported by the users. We'll try our best to resolve them as soon as possible. Fantastic. We all like bug fixes. We're all aware of the fact that we lack enjoyable content, and users are faced with difficulty of upgrading Skylanders. We're trying our best to resolve the issues by developing new content and improvements, but it's taken a long time to work on these issues on top of the contents that we've been trying to develop for future updates. We ask for your kind understandings, and we'll do our best to provide new changed Skylanders Ring of Heroes. So all in all, I think that was a very, very productive dev notes. Like, there's an awful lot in there that gives us hope for the future. We're going to get increased gold supply, increased skill stones, more content, more Skylanders, more Portal Masters. To be honest, this is exactly what they needed to do. Like, come to us, just needed to communicate their plans to keep, because there's been a lot of people I've spoken to that are leaving the game, have left the game, have gone back to old games, have tried new games, like, and it's only because they don't see the game moving anywhere. Like, they're playing the game in the state that it's in, and it's just a bit stale when you've already done everything and you've done all what's already available. So this kind of stuff gives us an idea that, okay, we do have a gold fix coming, which up until now wasn't really clear that that was the case. We didn't know whether they was just going to supplement us with events or whether there was going to be some new solid content to give us more gold. Skill stones, they're very slow at coming in. Like, you get what, 2 or 3 legendary skill stones a month from the Mirage Tower. Like, yes, you can combine your heroics and your premiums and your rares, but it's still not, it's not loads, is it? Like, you get 30 a month. So, you know, the fact that they're supplementing that income is fantastic. New content with the episode dungeons to keep us interested and something to look forward to when they come around. We've got Sky Tower now, so we've got an awful lot of PvP to do. The only thing I'd really like to see now, there's 2 areas I think that need to be developed. The first being some real-time arena. Not even a competitive mode, but I'd really like to see some friendly battles. You know, it's something that content creators and streamers can really make use of if you can engage with your community in that way by having fights and duels and stuff. And the second is guild content. I mean, at the moment, aside from the guild mission rewards, there's no point really being in a guild. I'd like to see just something. You know, whether it's guild battles being the most desired kind of mode, or some guild content, even something like Tartarus Labyrinth from Summoner's War. You know, they've got a wealth of experience in Come To Us to draw from in how to do this, and I do honestly feel that compared to version 1, they're moving the game in a much more concise and solid direction. So I'm quite excited for the future of this. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and yeah, next time we get a big update, I'll be sure to post a video.